Here we go for lesson 2 with the trailer. And right there, I wanted her to yield her shoulder, and she didn't want to yield, so I insisted. Because remember, that yield is really important. If I don't get it, then she's pushing on me, and then she's going to check out and not want to try for me, because it's who moves who. And even though she's not a dominant horse, they still play by the same rules. So there she wanted to kind of run in towards me to leave, and so I blocked her again. I had my stick up high, and I had my hand up by her eye and just blocked her from trying to run into me. So there again, she's allowed to back up, but just don't try to run into me. That's why I stand over by the door too, so that I'm not in an area where she can just run me over or kind of blow past me. And also I can get out of the way really fast right there. So I'm very cautious about where I stand so that I can stay safe as well. So she's a little bit tense there, so I just asked for a little bit more backing up, and she just keeps looking out in the pasture for her herd mates. And I'm just telling her, just back up and relax a little bit. Bring your attention back. Bring your head down. Relax a little bit. And she doesn't really want to, so I ask for a little bit more backup. Because this is not about the trailer. This is about her relaxing, getting confident, trusting my leadership. There, doing a lot of shaking and releasing now. That's good. That's what I wanted. So I didn't want to go forward until she released. Now her head came down a little bit more relaxed. But see, she's over towards the left of the trailer right there. She tries to push kind of right there. So she's like, I can't get in. I'm too close to the wall here. So I was not successful right there of really being able to push her shoulder over to the right side of the trailer there. And that's what I want. I want her over there. It's easier for her to get in. She's yielding from me that way. So right here, I'm just giving her another break because she's a little bit tight. Her ears keep flickering around. And oh, there we go. There, she dropped her head, shaking, licking her lips. Letting some of that go. So I'm always paying attention to where does she need, what does she need here at the moment? And right now she needed to release some tension. I don't want her going forward with all that tension in her, because things won't get any better. It's a lot of releasing she's doing there. So here I'm just letting her explore again. You never want to push a horse that's trying. And there she was trying. Now she decided she needed to retreat a little bit, and that's okay. Just as long as she's not running into me. She's being curious again, checking things out. And I'm just giving her time. You can't rush this stuff. See right there, she's kind of pushing into me. So I'm backing her up and asking her to go to the other side of the trailer. Don't push into me. See, and then it's easier to get her in that way. And she doesn't have to stay in because I don't want her to feel trapped. When she starts to feel more confident that she's not trapped, it'll start to be easier for her to stay in longer and longer. So I'm proving to her that she's not trapped right now. So big try, big reward. We walk away. Give her a break. Now she's sneezing. Letting go of some tension. Try not to run over a dog. Yield her shoulder. The more I can control where she puts her feet, the more she's going to tune into me and trust my leadership. Now, quite often, things can get worse before they get better. It's a roller coaster. It's not a straight line forward. Just because she went in a couple times, once today, once during this session and once during the first session, does not mean that the game's over and everything's okay. And, now it's time to get her in and close the door. That's not going to help her right now. I want her to get to where she can get in, be comfortable. We're not ready to play with the divider right now. First, she has to feel a little safer in there and that she's not trapped. So more resistance is coming up again, and that's normal. That's where this stuff takes time. And here I felt like she needed another little break again. So I just let her rest for a moment and then ask her to try again. And here what I'm just telling her to do is don't bring your nose out. Don't turn towards me. Just keep your nose in there. I'm not telling her to go in. I'm just telling her to keep her nose in. That's all she had to do is just keep her nose in. And if she wants to back up, that's still fine. But don't turn your nose towards me, because when she does that, that's telling me she wants to take off towards me. She can retreat all she wants. Then she's got to try again. There we go. That's a little bit better. She only got 2 feet in, but she was trying again. So I'm going to reward her. Let her feel good about her efforts. There, I'm just telling her again, don't take off to the left. It's like she can retreat, but then she has to try again. There we go. And see, she can't stay in very long, and that's okay, but that will get better. Now I just reward her again. I don't want her to feel like she can't be successful. She's got some emotion with the trailer, and it didn't all happen overnight, and it's not going to go away overnight. I just have to be patient. And it's up to her how long it takes. I just try to set it up for success, and I try to help her through it. Because if I get frustrated, or if I don't let her know that she's successful, she's going to regress. Good girl. I'm going to reward her again because this is hard for her right now. And I don't think she's been in the trailer by herself before. I mean, she's been led in, but I don't think that she's been directed to go in on her own. So this is new for her too. So going into the trailer by herself is about her having self-confidence. If I lead her in, then, she may have more confidence in me, but she's not really building self-confidence. So here, there's no pressure at the trailer except to tell her not to put her nose towards me. She only went in halfway. She came out. She didn't get in trouble for it. I just pet her. And I said, good try. Now I'm telling her, take her nose away from me. Yield that shoulder. It's not about going in the trailer. It's about, respect and her yielding to me. If I get those things right, everything else is going to come into place. And when I feel like she needs a break, I just walk away and give her a minute. And then she sneezes, she licks her lips, lowers her head, just takes all the pressure off. There, she didn't want to yield her shoulder again, so I insisted. When she does that, she's usually just checking out on me. She's not trying to necessarily push on me, but she's just checking out. And I'm like, don't check out. So right now, what I would like her to do is be able to stay in just a little bit longer than she is right now. But, we have to see. That's my goal. But I'd much rather end on a good note than a bad note. So I just play it by ear. I see where are we at here. I need her to yield her shoulder again because she checks out on me. It's like, don't check out. And by the way, back up. Now she's doing a lot of licking, sneezing, dropping her head, getting rid of the adrenaline. So I want her to release all of that, and hopefully she'll feel better about going in the trailer. There again, I'm trying to push her shoulder over. She's checking out on me. I'm like, when I ask you to back or ask you to yield, be present and do it. Now, she can do it nice and softly when she's connected to me, but when there's some resistance or anxiety, she just kind of checks out. So I'm teaching her not to do that. Very good. So she stayed in a couple seconds longer than she did before. That's a good place to quit right there because it was a little bit more effort. I had her going in and out more instead of resisting to go in. That's where we're at today. And, we just got to take it one day at a time.